think some of you have seen a few of the media blaming PBA for wasting water. Some of the media coverage. Okay? So now I want to read the press statement so that you all get the real facts and so that the farmers fully understand the real facts. Okay? PBAPP has never released any raw water into Sungai Muda or the sea. PBAPP is not releasing any raw water into Sungai Muda or the sea as alleged by the farmers. In fact, Penang does not have a dam that can release water into Sungai Muda. The raw water installation at Rantau Pajang is the Sungai Muda Water Scheme Barrage. There is an overflow at the barrage as it is not designed to completely stop or block the flow of water from Sungai Muda into the Straits of Malacca. PBAPP sympathizes with the plight of farmers who cannot plant crops due to Super El Nino. However, they are expressing their anger and frustration at the wrong party and the wrong water installation. The purpose of the barrage, it was commissioned in 1973, number 1, to prevent salinity intrusion of seawater from the Straits of Malacca into the water extraction areas along Sungai Muda. 2, sustain sufficient river levels for PBAPP to extract water upstream at the Lahar Tiang intake. And number 3, provide a compensation flow in the form of a 5% to 10% overflow, which is required by the Waters Act 1920 and revised in 1989, so that Sungai Muda stays alive all the way to the Straits of Malacca. The structure is 43 years old. It is still functioning properly. Its height is fixed and cannot be raised or adjusted. It cannot be manipulated in any way to reduce the amount of overflow. However, the gates at the bottom of the barrage may be opened to release floodwaters whenever there is excessive rainfall to prevent the river from overflowing the banks. The overflow at the barrage by high river levels may be attributed to 1. Release of water from 2 dams designed to release water into Sungai Muda, which is the Barrage Dam and the Muda Dam in Kedah, and heavy rainfall upstream in the greater Muda catchments. The barrage cannot be raised as a stopgap measure. Any plan to raise this barrage must be subjected to a proper in-depth engineering study. And any unauthorized stopgap measure to raise the barrage is dangerous and may result in disastrous consequences. If the barrage structure is compromised, seawater will flow upstream. If the barrage collapses, the river level will drop. I'll give you an example. If you construct a building 6 stories high, the engineer will design the foundation to anchor a 6-story building. Now, if you want to add another story or 2 stories, you have to recalculate. If not, you hear in the media where building collapse when they add to the structures. And this has been shown very clearly in the Highland Towers, where you have a building and there is a small stream at the bottom and the whole building can come down. So you don't play with the barrage, because if you go and touch it and without proper design calculation, you can cause the barrage to be destroyed. Such mishaps will compromise daily raw water abstraction works by PBAPP Sungai Dua Water Treatment Plant and 14 other water treatment plants in Kedah. So PBA is saying there is a better way to reduce the overflow. That is to reduce the release of water from Barrage and Muda Dam in Kedah. In this way, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You reduce the overflow and at the same time, you make sure this capacity in this dam can build up. Please allow me to clarify again. Number one, PBAPP is not releasing any raw water into Sungai Muda or the sea. There is no dam in Penang to release water into the river. Number two, we are not in control of the release of raw water from the Barrage Dam and the Muda Dam in Kedah. Number three, we cannot raise or modify the barrage in Ratau Panjang without an engineering study and extensive engineering works. Number four, lastly, we are not to blame for the overflow at the barrage.